In today's lesson, we're going to talk about parallel lines and transversal, and we're going to go over some of the introductory vocabulary. Let's start with the words parallel lines. The notation for parallel lines would be two vertical lines. So if you ever see this, understand that they're talking about parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines that never intersect. If you are talking about parallel lines on a coordinate plane, they have the same slope. And parallel lines, as you can see, there are some images of parallel lines over here. Typically are going to be going left or right. However, you could have some that go at a diagonal. You could also have some that go vertical. And remember, I'm putting arrows on my lines because they go on and on forever. And you could even have situations where you have three parallel lines. Now, as we are moving forward, the way that you guarantee that they are parallel lines is you're going to see some notations on there, like angle marks. Or it will tell you that they are parallel. So they would look like that. And that is parallel lines. A transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines. So as we look over here, I'm going to put my markings on to show that these are parallel. And then the line that comes through my diagonal line right here, this is my transversal. And what I want you to notice, or what I'm going to point out, is that this creates different angles. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and angle 4. I'm going to name, so we have four angles up here, and then I'm going to name these a little bit differently. I'm going to go angle A and angle B and angle C and angle D. Also, what I want you to observe is that when the transversal goes through, the angles that are created are either obtuse or acute. So I would say angle 1 is obtuse, angle 2 is acute, angle 3 is obtuse, angle 4 is acute, angle A obtuse, angle B would be acute. I'm just going to, well, no, I'll write it out. Angle C is obtuse, and angle D would be acute. And these, obtuse and obtuse, or obtuse and acute, and then acute and acute, they are going to allow you, when we are solving, to figure out whether the angles are congruent, meaning they're equal to each other, or they are supplementary, where they add up to 180 degrees. So interior angles, when we're talking about parallel lines and a transversal, interior angles are angles that are on the inside or between the parallel lines. So as I look at my angles over here, I have a line A and a line M. Again, we are presuming that they are parallel. I'll put the markings in there to say they are. Angles that are on the inside or between would be angles 3 and 4 and angles 5 and 6. And I'll write these over here. So the example, angles 3 and 4, 5 and 6 are interior angles. Circle it with purple as I drew it with purple. And the last word that we're going to go over right now are exterior angles. Exterior angles are angles that are on the outside of the parallel lines. So if 3, 4, 5, and 6 were on the interior, angles 1 and 2 and 7 and 8 are on the exterior. So 1, 2, 7, 8 are on the exterior. Now, as we move forward with our naming angle pairs, if you understand the difference between your interior angles and your exterior angles, that is going to go a long way in understanding and allowing you to identify pairs and angle pairs and solving for them. That's our video for today. Make sure you copy all of this information down and maybe watch the video more than once, as it will benefit you. Take care.